Come January, South Lake Union in Seattle is going to be a lot busier because Amazon CEO Andy Jassy has said that his employees will once again be required to work from the office 5 days a week. And it's something that we haven't seen since 2019, pre-pandemic. Right now, Amazon workers are only required to be in the office 3 days a week. And while businesses may benefit from the extra foot traffic, the sudden boom is going to have a significant impact on Seattle's real estate market. So joining me right now is local realtor and expert Adriano Tori, CEO and founder of Rexmont Real Estate. Adriano, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So let me ask you, what is the impact that you believe Amazon's return to pre-pandemic conditions will have on Seattle?
We will see at least 20% of the staffers looking to relocate within a 45-minute commute to the workplace. Now, that 45-minute commute to and from isn't so bad with the current 3-day in-office policy, but that adds up when it's 5 days a week. This, accompanied by the decrease in demand, will lead into a market of multiple offers on property purchases. We're also going to see rental rates increase by the end of the year, and we'll most likely see the biggest demand in rental units near the office hubs. Employees looking for a shorter commute will probably increase competition for apartments in South Lake Union, Belltown, Capitol Hill, and even the east side, the Bellevue, Redmond, and Kirkland. That could cause a rise in rental prices. Also, luxury apartment buildings and condos with amenities catering to urban professionals will probably be the most in demand.
It sounds like what you're saying is this is a good time for sellers and also for businesses that have property in Seattle. But what about affordability for people looking to make that move? It sounds like that could be maybe tricky.
Unfortunately, it could make Seattle's already large housing affordability issue even worse. Increased demand for properties around Amazon's offices will likely drive up prices. And that could cause or push, lower income residents out of those neighborhoods. So unless more affordable housing is developed, Seattle's housing affordability change will continue to grow.
Adriano, I drive through Seattle all the time, and I often see some buildings that seem like they just are stagnant and they don't look like they're making much progress. What about development and investment into making more apartment buildings or condos?
Yeah, so there was a report back in June where at least 30% of those offices around the Seattle metro areas were empty. But now with this new change and people coming to the office, we from Amazon, we may see a renewed focus on building multifamily units and high density housing close to Amazon's offices, especially if other big tech companies follow suit. Developers will absolutely have to pivot toward meeting the needs of those professionals who want to live closer to their jobs. This also means that we will see more projects aimed at higher end apartments and condos. And however, Seattle's complex and ever evolving regulations could be a huge factor in how quickly new housing can be developed.
Adriano, thank you so much for your time today. Really interesting, and obviously we would love to have this conversation more. I think it's going to be a very complex issue, as you mentioned, affordability issues as well as some good news perhaps for property owners. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.
Adriano Tori, CEO and founder of Rexmont Real Estate.